What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today we are checking out Kingdom Two Crowns Norse Lands, a new expansion. It's been put out as a demo, and you can check it out right now. I'll go ahead and put a link for you down below in the description, not the inscription, dude. That makes it sound way more important than I'm doing, like I'm out here inscribing, like I've got runes, and I'm just like hammering away with a chisel. I have inscribed it upon the description. Ka-tink, ka-tink. That would be pretty badass, though, if I could serve you guys up, like, descriptions in tablet form. That's pretty baller. But the demo for the Viking version of Kingdom New Lands has released, and I've been assured that it's actually pretty solid. The previous two were really good as well, so I have no doubt that it's probably pretty dope. We gotta recruit these little guys over here. If you've never seen the previous entries to Kingdom New Lands, or Kingdom, it's very, very good. This is actually, in my opinion, one of those games that I think that, like, every single fan of indie games should probably own. Just sort of the mystery and the exploration of figuring out how everything works inside the context of the universe is just a blast. It's a game that really, really sort of nailed the ambience of not really knowing what's going on, but slowly having to experiment to figure out what works and what does not. And so anyways, the entire game works basically just on your left hand. Movement here in the game takes place with W, A, S, and D, and then you press down to throw a coin at anything you want your workers to work on, and that's pretty much the entire context of the game. From there, you find shrines, you defend yourself from never-ending waves of, like, these little oil guys that attack you. Eventually, you have to kind of blow up their heart inside of another dimension. It gets really, really wild and crazy, and I think you guys are gonna like the game. He wants me to follow him? Alright, I'll follow you. I think you guys are going to like it a lot. So anyways, it's down in the description if you wanted to check out the demo and feel it out for yourself. And then on top of that, you can also find a link to my social media, my Discord, my Twitch stream, my Twitter, all of which you guys are more than welcome to join me at. We'll recruit a couple more little guys down here. So, like, the basic rotation of this game is you build walls. The walls defend you from your enemies. Now, in order to build walls, everybody is distributed into peasants that are just walking the fields, and if you throw them a coin, they become citizens, and then once they become citizens, you can give them a hammer, or you can give them a weapon, so that they can work for you. The guys with hammers build, the guys with weapons defend the walls, and that's pretty much just how the entire thing functions. For right now, we've tagged that tree right there to be chopped down by our workers, and then apparently they want me to get another bowman. We're kind of doing like the tutorial thing for right now. I would actually personally really like to get another wall up and erected. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push on out into this direction and just kind of see if there's any treasure chests or whatever around. The game follows a day and a nighttime cycle that you are going to want to pay attention to. At night, bad things happen. During the day, you are mostly free to explore outside of, like, very specific circumstances and very specific events. You'll find all kinds of things that are out in the hinterland. I'm not going to spoil what a lot of them do, because I think the mystery and the discovery of this game is a very, very appealing part of it. That's like a major focus of the game, is just being like, huh, what does this thing do? And then you fiddle with it and you die horribly and you're like, oh. And then you discover the nuance of the objects as you get further into the game as well. I've been a very, very aggressive player of all of the previous versions of this game. Ooh, there's the edge of the map on our right side. Okay, so that's the ending. That's where the enemies are going to spawn from. Same thing goes for that gate that's right in front of us right now as well. And so, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot on this side. Our horse is getting tired. You can tell the horse is tired because he gets little snooty puffs that come up out of the front of his face. But we can recharge him real fast by letting him eat grass and put some fuel in the tank. You know how charcoal is to, like, a blacksmith's forge? Grass, man. It's the exact same thing to a horse. You put it inside the horse, it burns. It burns hot and red and fiery. I like how kind of stubby and fat our horse is. I feel like me and my horse would enjoy, like, the exact same things. Like, my horse and I, we'd probably hang out on the couch and, like, eat some Pringles and watch Westworld, and, like, we would both enjoy that experience together. I don't know, he's a little husky, I'm a little husky. Like, I feel like we have the same types of enjoyment, you know what I mean? Like, I enjoy Taco Bell, he enjoys Taco Bell. That guy is the merchant, but we need money to pay the merchant with, unfortunately. Those guys hunt, so our little archers out here, they'll come hunt squirrels, and for every squirrel they kill, you'll get a coin. One of the careful balances of this game is being very careful not to destroy the natural environment. so that you can gather up the, oh my god, the merchant done gave me money. If we give him a coin right there, he'll go buy goods and he'll go out, and tomorrow he'll come back and give us like a return on our investment. It's basically the early game crutch to make sure that you don't go horrifically broke. We have a little bit of time left. I'd like to clear this forest out over here. I'd also like to grab another peasant or two if I can, so we'll send him on back. It does look like the default, yeah, the default peasants, like the default citizens, they have a weapon. He's got a little spear. So I wonder if my default guys can actually defend themselves now. That was always a problem in the previous iterations of this game, is that like your peasants had no way to defend themselves unless you armed them. They didn't really have any utilities for that, and so there was kind of a timing to the game, like a give and a take, where you had to carefully time out when you would send your peasants out to do work to make sure that they didn't get got, because if you sent them out too close to nightfall, the monsters would get them. And so they couldn't defend themselves. These guys have spears, so I'm kind of wondering if I can actually send them out to go do tasks during the nighttime, and if that would actually be beneficial. We did make a little bit of money right here. It's a good idea. Your little guys do pick up coins from the things that they hunt and the things that they kill, so it can be a pretty good. Oh my God! Okay, so I thought the stone thing was our wall over there, but it turns out that pile of sticks and brambles right there is actually our wall. The archers, as you can see, are not incredibly accurate. Sometimes it takes them a while to get the shot right. But they should fix these walls as time goes along, and things should get better. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the walls because those little stick and bramble walls do not inspire confidence for the long-term, you know, longevity of our existence. I really sort of feel like that's going to backfire on me at some point. We do have a citizen walking around who's not really doing much. I'd suggest we give him a hammer right there. Oh, I guess it's not hammers in the Viking version. It's axes that they use to build stuff. Okay, and then I'd probably recommend they chop down some trees over here, just to open up this field and let it all turn into squirrel ground. Learning how the land changes as you modify it is also going to be an important piece of the meta of this game if you want to play it effectively. If you deforest an area, it'll become like a meadow, and there'll be lots of animals around that can be hunted. If you build your walls out too far, you can destroy those hunting grounds on accident without meaning to do so. I don't know what that building is right there. It looks like the place that like the merchant just goes in his free time in order to turn around our money. I'm going to go ahead and fuel up the horse real fast, throw some fuel in the tank. A little bit of stank right there. There we go. We got stank in the tank, and so now, ooh, treasure chest. Yup, I'll get that treasure chest. Let me get it. Got the treasure chest, cause the treasure's the best. I put it all up inside my Viking treasure nest. Ooh, yeah. I have no idea what this building does right here. Apparently, we light up the runes. I don't know if they have to be in any specific order. I don't know what this guy does either. I'll keep in mind that we do have a shrine over here, though, that we can interact with maybe a little bit later on. That one takes gems right there. Gems are a special resource for very specific progression-related upgrades. So, like, any shrine that you activate or any building that you activate with gems has actively unlocked something for you, like in your playthrough, usually. And so it could be something as simple as you've got a new mount, which has a new ability. It could be something like it unlocks a new building. But anything that takes gems is usually progression-related, because progression is carried in this game. Typically, there's multiple maps that you will go to that get increasingly more difficult with time. I am kind of curious to see what this does, even though it's expensive. Yeah, it looks like we pay a coin to rotate those into the proper order. Oh, and he tells you which ones you've got right, and you've got to rotate them. Okay, fair enough. So basically, you pay 5 coins to see which ones you've got right, and then you adjust the ones that you've got wrong until you've got everything fiddled into place. It's a pretty transparent coin dump for when you have way too much currency, but I actually kind of like that, because typically what tends to happen in Kingdom is that you end up with way too much money, and it's just falling out of your bag, and you have like nothing to spend it on because you've completed the map for the most part. And so anyways, I do like that some of these things right here are obviously designed as a form of reciprocity for being like way too rich. And so like it's like a little mini game that's meant to eat up a ton of your money while you fiddle with it, just in case you get to that excessively, you know, privileged financial situation. I'm going to head back to town. So the level 2 walls also appear to just be a loose collaboration of planks. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to kind of summarize that maybe we might not be that good at building. That's what it looks like to me anyways. I don't know if I paid this guy in time. I've got kind of like a worrisome feeling that maybe I'm going to miss out on my money from the... I've got a bad feeling that I'm going to miss out on the money that I would normally be getting. Ooh, thank you for the money. That I'm going to miss out on the money that I'd normally be getting from the merchant just because, like, I wasn't Johnny on the spot to pay him and give him an investment to make money with. You guys head back to town. I'm going to head all the way to the camp over here on the right, and I'm going to see if I can grab these guys as well. Oh, that's a gem crate. Very nice. So we can unlock one of the buildings. I guess I just didn't stop next to it for long enough. I'm going to head all the way over to the right, and I'm going to try to grab the peasants that are inside this other little ramshackle village on this side as well. Sometimes there's a timing to this as well. Your villagers walk really, really slow after you hire them, and so when you get further and further out into, like, kind of the more provincial areas of your kingdom, sometimes they don't have the time to walk to town before they get got by nightfall because the little oil guys move way faster than they do. Although it does look like they got a little speed boost in this particular update. And so maybe that's not the case anymore. It does my heart really, really good to see that the developers understand some of the weaknesses of a very strong game and are working to fix that as they come out with basically new content. I've also heard that actually you're not reliant on these little peasant villages that are out in the forest anymore either. I've heard that you can build houses and stuff that just spawn peasants for you inside of your city, which if that is indeed the case, that fixes a major problem with the meta of the game as well, which is accidentally bulldozing peasant villages by chopping trees too close to them and ultimately cutting off your supply line of new blood in order to make your defenses more rigid. And so anyways, that's also, if that is true from what I've read, that's a very solid change that actually completely and totally changes the flow of the game. I'm going to go ahead and I just kind of want everybody to be an archer from now on. Like, the more archers I can have, the happier I will be. There you go. You guys just arch it on up, dude. Do I have any spear guys left? It doesn't look like I have spear guys left, but I am. There we go. We'll send him back out to go return our investment, and then we can't upgrade those until the city gets a little bit nicer. So maybe I'll make the city a little bit nicer now by upgrading our central... Oh no, dude, I'm short on Skrilingas. That's what the Viking money was called, right? It's like the Viking word for silver or whatever. It's like Skrilingas or something like that. I only know that because I played Brittenwalda, which is a Mountain Blade warband, or it's a Mountain Blade warband mod that's like set kind of in like Scotland, Francia, and like some of the Viking territories. And the money in that was called Skrilingas, but I don't know if that actually is true. I don't know. It's just one of those things that I repeat because I have no respect for truth, and then I get into trouble and people call me on it, and I'm like, okay, I'm a big dummy who had my information wrong, but I already said it on the internet, so I guess I'll take it on the chin. I would like to activate one of these shrines over here. I do wish that I had not thrown so much money. Aw, dude. There's little bad guys over here. Little bad guys, why you attacking me in broad daylight? Why's it gotta be like that? I thought we were friends. So you're probably wondering how the game ends. So basically every single time you get hit, you're going to drop a coin, kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog. You get hit too many times, you drop all your coins, you don't have any left. Then you're going to drop your crown the next time you get smackaroonied. And if any of the creatures comes into contact with your crown, you're going to have a bad day and the game is effectively over. Not a lot of ways to avoid that. So the best thing to do is just not to lose your crown in the first place. Oh my god. Okay, well done, hunters. Yeah, you guys get a gold star for the day. All right, thank you for giving me your hard-earned money. Ah, the joys of being king. It's good to be king. Everybody else goes out and does work, and I just, like, get their stuff, man. It's great to be the government. I don't have to, like, do anything. I don't, like, contribute anything. I just get, like, free stuff. I just for, like, living inside my stick pile, I just get free things. I know. What a life to live. And they never question it. They never question it. They just accept it as, like, a prevailing world truth that they give me their stuff. I know. I should feel bad about it, but I don't. All right. You guys can go live inside the village. Actually, let's go unlock some of the new content with our gems. That's what I want to do. I want to unlock new stuff. All right, pony. Go ahead and get a lunch in. Yeah, get a little pony snack. There we go. Pony snack. I named my pony Trevor. I've decided. My pony's name is Trevor, which is a proud and ancient Viking name. Don't Google that. All right, let's go ahead and see what we can spend some money on out here. Or some gems, anyways. But what are gems except for, like, condensed little lumps of money? You know, like, it's basically like gems throughout all of human history have been worth a ton of coins. So, like, I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to go to the market and trade, like, 3 chickens for, you know, a carnelian or something. But, like, still, I feel like if you show up with, like, a well-cut diamond or whatever, and you're like, sir, I would like to trade you this diamond for, like, 5 cattle. Like, he'll probably entertain the idea briefly, even if he turns it down, right? I mean, I don't know, dude. I kind of want to own an ingot. Like, an actual ingot. Like, they print those out for people that are, like, preppers or something that only, like, keep... They only keep, like, silver and, like, small gold ingots because they're worried, like, financial markets are going to collapse or something. I don't know what this does, but I'm going to throw my money into it. Sweet, dude. I don't know exactly what that did for me, but that's, like, kind of a fun part of the game, is not really knowing exactly what something does. And so I suppose we'll figure it out. I'm not throwing any more money at that until I've taken care of the bare bones basics upgrades that I need to get done in order to guarantee that we don't just absolutely get recklessly slaughtered by our first blood moon. Did I mention blood moons? Oh yeah, dude, there's blood moons. Blood moons are a particularly nasty phenomena that happens like every X amount of time, where you get hit by a particularly nasty wave of enemies that are probably going to be a massive pain in the wiener to deal with. I thought that I was closer to the edge of my village, and I really wish I had not flagged up those trees for chopping. That's how I feel right now. I didn't realize that those trees were so far away from my territory. And there goes my poor little axe cutter guys that are having to do like a 5K just to get to work. Look at that. I invented commuting in the Viking world. Look at that. You don't get to just like work inside the village. You got to commute, man. You got to be like the rest of us. If I got to spend 2 hours on the 80, you got to spend 2 hours on the 80, bro. All right. I'll probably move the walls out over here at some point. Yeah, those 2 axe guys are going to get got, dude. I don't think there's a whole lot of possibilities for them making it. You got my money? Trader better have my money. All right, let's go ahead and upgrade the city real fast. Okay. Do we have like a proper longhouse that we live inside of now? Man, that moon moves quick. The tides around here must be wild and crazy, guys. Ooh, you guys got more money for me? Well, apparently I'm just rich as hell as it stands right now. It looks like I need some kind of building or something. It looks like I need like a wood chopper or something like that in order to make that function. I virtually guarantee you my axemen have been eaten by monsters at this point. Oh, they're running for their lives. Look at you guys over here, just running for your lives. Well done. I'm going to continue chopping down trees and expanding my demesne. I find that that word is much more satisfying if you say it in kind of like a Crusader Kings 2 tone, like, my demesne is growing. We must make ready so that the Prussian holds. Like, you gotta add a little bit of artistry to it. You can't just throw it out there in a vacuum. You've got to accept the character, let it into you, and then tell a story with the voice acting. So here's where we are. I haven't particularly seen anything that, to me, looks like a wood chopping camp. So, I think it would probably be a decent idea if we figured out how to do that. Yeah, you take that money and then come back tomorrow with more money, because this is the best racket that I have ever been in charge of. Chop down that little birch tree right there, and then we'll hire you, and we'll hire you. My archers, actually, it looks like they roam much further outside the walls than they used to. That's good. They used to hang out kind of around the walls, so if you didn't have a rabbit field directly outside the final wall of your town, like, you really just didn't make any money and, like, nothing useful would happen. And so anyways, I'm pretty pleased to see that. Let's go ahead and expand the territory and see if that gives us any new building options that we can throw together. Like, obviously, that's going to bulldoze a couple of my rabbits in sort of like an unsatisfying way. But I'm all right with it. I'd like to take some chances out here. If you guys would like to be builders, I would be okay with that. Oh, who is this little guy right here? Oh, is that the accountant? Is that what he looks like in this build? Okay. There's a little guy called the accountant, and you can give him your money. And what will happen is he will parcel your money out to you daily. It's basically a way for you to get coins out of your inventory if you're maxed out on coins. That's pretty much all you need to know about that, is that, like, if you're carrying too many coins, you give it to the accountant. And every day, if you give him, like, 50 coins or something like that, he'll give you, like, an extra coin for, like, every 5 that you put in. What is this right here? So that's farmers. Okay. So farmers, what they do is anywhere where you see these little watery areas right here, you can build farms along those little dribbly streams right there. And the farms will provide you with a big influx of money, like every 3 to 4 days. I don't remember the exact pacing or the exact tempo of how often farms pay out, but they do. They pay out. And so anyways, we should continue expanding the walls and kind of working our way outwards. I don't know if they will get this wall done in time if I do that. And so I'm not going to build that wall just yet, but we'll wait it out for right now until morning, and we'll see what we can accomplish. Now, if I'm correct, we need to find a stone shrine next. Basically, there are shrines that kind of dictate what level your technology is at, and you need to seek them out and find them. I will leave some tree chopping duty for some of my builders on the way out, just so they get that done. I don't know who that is. He probably got by the monsters, and so I'll just reclaim him real fast. Whenever your villagers get got by the monsters, they basically drop their tool, and the monsters steal their tool, and then they just kind of wander around the map, and you can reclaim them real fast if you end up wanting them back by just giving them another coin. That's pretty much how that entire rotation works. I'm trying to give you guys a rough mechanical idea of this absolutely gorgeous game that I have like hundreds and hundreds of hours in all the previous versions. But if you get Kingdom 2 Lands, there's multiple basically versions of the game that all play kind of differently. There's the default version, there's a samurai version, now there's a Viking version, there's a spin-off from Bloodstained. I don't know if you ever saw that game before, but there's kind of like a spin-off from the game Bloodstained. I'm just going to give him a coin. They'll go away if you give him a coin. Yeah, he can kind of just bribe him and tell him to go away. He's like, get out of here. Nobody loves you. Get out of here, monster. Nobody loves you. And I'm like, this is precisely why we're waging a war against your culture. We take extreme offense against the idea that nobody loves us, including our mom. I would like to have that gem, but I can't seem to get it to land inside my pouch, which upsets me. I don't know where this shrine is at, but we need to find it. You guys, go ahead and head on into town. I mean, there's nothing else to do over here, so you guys might as well do it. I'm trying to spend some money, but they're not letting me do it. I think maybe I have to do the runestone thing. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Ooh. Okay, so we've got the tree right there with Hugin and Moonin, I think are the name of the 2 crows that Odin keeps with him. And we've got more money out there. Yeah, let's go fiddle with the shrine. I bet you the shrine is what lets us, the thing with the rotating runes, I bet that's what allows us to upgrade our technology tree. All right, well, it's time to spend some mad ducats here, so let's see how much money we can throw at this. And we know that the first and the third are wrong. Okay, I'm going to focus on doing, like, the 2 that I could see right there first. Okay, this one right here. Okay, we've got that right, and then it's these 2 over here that we need to fiddle with now. So there we go, just fiddle away. Okay, and then it's just this one over here. Just basically brute force it, dude. I know this is making all the programmers' heart hurt right now, but... oh my. Apparently I've got a big-ass hammer now. Oh, dude, it's Thor's hammer, dude. I can summon down storms of lightning. I am the Thunder God, come to reclaim my vengeance against those who fail to give me their belief. The Thunder God wills it. I don't know why the Thunder God kind of took like a Macho Man Randy Savage turn right there. Oh yeah, brother. The Thunder God is here. Like, I don't know. It kind of went in that direction. Like, I just kind of went to do like a goofy voiceover, and then like somewhere in between like Randy Savage and my voice took over. Sometimes I can't explain the things that come out of my mouth. But obviously, as you can see, this is a shockingly gorgeous game. All of the builds and all of the expansions are equally gorgeous. They all have divergent gameplay that you're probably not expecting. I do need to go back out, and I think it'd be a good idea. Oh my god, they gave me so much monies. So much monies. I don't know if I need this much monies. This might be too much monies for your man. I don't think... Yeah, we still can't build stuff, alright? We still are not capable of buildinating. But what I can do is, I think we give... Yeah, let's give the accountant, like, some of our money. Just to clear out the old pouch. We'll hire him back up. The accountant's gone back inside, which is good. We'll get a couple more archers going just to clear out. There we go, perfect. And then I want to go grab that other gem over there. And I want to put it into one of the buildings to see if we can upgrade something. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. I enjoyed doing that. I just wanted to cut and edit this in real fast so you can see me using my Thunder God powers to annihilate my enemies and make them despair. I'm going to leave a trail of coins over here because I just don't have the inventory space for the gem that I want to pick up. But we should be reasonably safe from the bad guys now to go out here and explore. Well, I've decided that I want to activate this super awesome tree over here. Oh, dude. It's a new horse. Is he faster than Trevor? Oh, he is. He's so much faster than Trevor. I don't know if he does anything special or not, but he's like crazy speedy compared to Trevor, who's kind of lazy and enjoys Pringles too much, as we previously covered in sort of the lore of this universe that I'm concocting in my head. Oh, God. Okay, so we got to clear to the left in order to get out of here. Fair enough. All right, good to know. It looks like this horse has much, much less stamina, though. So it looks like he's like, hey, Trevor, what's up, dude? I kind of sometimes wish that your old horse would go back to the village and he would just hang out around there and just be like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, dude, I'm the chieftain's old horse. I know, dude. I got to retire. Life is good, man. Life is good. I got nothing to complain about. I sit around. I eat some oats. I dispense my thoughts. What is that right there? Oh, do I have to send somebody out to build it? Or does it build on its own? Oh, it builds on its own. Oh, is it a lumber camp? Is that what it is? Uh-oh. We may have a potential issue here. Thunder God! Ah! Burn, ye unrighteous! That actually worked surprisingly well. I thought I was going to be punished for my indiscretion in venturing too far outside the village during a time where I probably shouldn't have done that. Well, you know. What are you? This is a little guy. If you bring him back to the town, he does something. You don't really know what he does. Basically, you got to do a drive-by past all your buildings, and eventually he'll be like, meh, and he'll jump out, and he'll want to be a part of, like, a building. And he'll upgrade a building from, like, a default building into a special building. But depending on which expansion you're playing, you never quite know what he does. Like, sometimes they turn, like, an archery tower into a ballista. Sometimes they'll turn, like, a farm into a bakery. Sometimes they'll, you know, they do various stuff, and you never quite know what it is that they're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this wall over here. This might have been a bad time to do that. I don't know exactly how charged up my Thunder Hammer is right now. Wow, we just picked up a lot of money, dude. Vikings out here kind of living like ballers, man. Oh, so that's the thing that lets me have level 3 walls. It was the lumber camp. Okay, gotcha. So now we can actually effectively upgrade all of our buildings and dump some serious ducats into some of these investments. There we go. Okay, so now we got like a nice little palisade wall. I don't know if I need farmers or anything just yet. I don't know if that's going to be altogether that important with what we're playing with right now. I would like to pick up a few more villagers, though, just kind of while I'm in the neighborhood. Yeah, you guys grab a coin real fast. Oh, this guy jumped off my horse, dude. He doesn't want to ride along with me anymore. Okay, well, you take that. And then we have a lot of building projects that are sort of underway right now. Like a lot of projects. So I'm going to focus on just dumping money into upgrading things. Maybe another builder. Oh, no, that's a farmer. Oh, no, I want a builder. Maybe he'll get the axe first. Okay, he got the axe first. There we go. Just make them into builders. I don't want them to be farmers just yet. Like, farmers are cool and everything, but, like, I'm not convinced we need more farmers right now. I do think we need to expand the wall over on this side. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. Hopefully the builders that I've got available can help out with that. This camp is probably going to have to go so that we can focus on expanding to the right of our base. But yeah, dude, this is Kingdom Two Crowns with their new Norse Lands expansion. Coming back to this one is always pleasant whenever they release new content. It's like snuggling down on the couch with like your favorite blanket and then like your favorite TV show with like your favorite beer. It just gives you that, like, fall, it's cold outside, snuggly feeling whenever I come back to this game, and so I'm very, very happy to be your host. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for stopping on in, and that's about all I got for you. I have something hot, fresh for you off the Indie Skillet tomorrow. Bye-bye.